No, we're not in Champagne, but close enough to it in Waipara, back here at Crater Room. Hayden, this is pretty exciting. You're giving us a bit of a teaser that you are creating a method champenois.
That's right, yeah. So we just got all the equipment in from France, a company called Valentine. So me and another guy went over and sourced it, and it's finally arrived, and now we're ready to start the process.
Well, the process is quite full on. First of all, you've got amazing equipment you spoke about.
Yeah.
Explain the turning.
Yeah, so you have the solids in the bottom of the bottle from the fermentation, and slowly you want to get that into the neck, so the machine slowly turns it up. It takes a whole week, and eventually the bottle ends up like this, and you have the solids in the bottom of the neck.
And then you've got a special freezer.
Yeah, so then it goes into the neck freezer and freezes a little plug in the bottom of the bottle, and then from there we use this machine, which is called the disgorger, and that pops the plug out and tops the wine back up, and then we put the cork in.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you are the only winery that are doing it in Waipara.
We will be, yes, yeah.
And when can we actually taste it? I mean, you are giving us a tease. So.
About mid next year, so mid 2018.
Exciting. Well, today our wine and food match though is another wonderful wine. So what do we have here?
We have the 2016 Viognier, so quite exciting.
It is exciting. I can smell the goodness happening from the kitchen. I'll catch up with Nicola, and we'll talk about the wine and food match later.
Great.
Thank you. Well, Nicola, buonasera, buongiorno. We are a bit of Italian flavour with our recipe today.
Yeah, we've got a risotto, pancetta mushroom and bean risotto. Yeah.
Very, very tasty indeed. So where do we start?
So we're just going to put a little bit of oil on this pan here and add our onion.
Very good, I can help you with that.
Thank you very much. And then we let that stir around for a minute or two. But we'll just do it in television time today. So add our garlic and our ginger.
Lovely.
Thank you.
It's pretty important to use fresh ginger though, isn't it?
The flavour is just so much better. Yeah. Yeah, you really notice that when you're grating your ginger, you can just, the smell is amazing.
It's so good for you.
So you can smell the smell-o-vision, you can smell that now, can't you?
That's divine. So then that's the key with the risotto, isn't it? So have that important to have a good base.
Yes, absolutely. That flavour base is really important. So we just add our rice in there just to get that coated with a little bit of oil. So that's about a cup of rice in there.
Now what kind of rice, Nicola?
So this is arborio rice, and it's really important because it has a wonderful absorbing power, more so than other rices. So you get that flavour, and you can add that stock and have that all absorbed by the rice.
So that's a good tip to remember that, just not any rice.
Not any rice, no. So this is just going to sizzle away, and then we're going to add stock, about 3 cups of stock, just really, really slowly.
So 1 cup of rice, 3 cups of fluid.
Yes, that's right.
Great.
And so just slowly add that and let it absorb bit by bit. And then voila, you have what we have on this side. So this has had the stock added, and you can see it's sort of almost like a porridge consistency. So what we're going to do now is add all our bits for flavour and goodness.
So glossy.
We've got some beans there, some fresh beans.
Thank you.
So get your veggies and your colour in here. Just let them cook away there with that liquid as it heats through. Then we've got some pancetta that we've fried off beforehand. Now,
again, for our viewers that don't know what pancetta is, it is...
So this is from the pork, and a lovely sort of...
It's much more flavoursome, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a great flavour, especially when it's been fried off beforehand like that. Then we've got some mushrooms that have been fried off as well.
Any particular kind of mushrooms you can use?
I've just used button mushrooms, but honestly you could use any kind of mushrooms. So you can see the colour is wonderful there, so we're just going to let that sizzle away for a moment, and then we will serve that up. Just still while it's a little bit liquidy, you don't want it dried out in the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good comfort food, isn't it? Great meal for the family too.
And you can add anything you've got in the fridge, any extras you can put as your flavour to your, or the base to your risotto. Yeah, it's great.
It's so yummy.
Right, do you want to hand me that plate?
Okay.
And we will dish this up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's all right.
And then once we've dished that up onto the plate, we're just going to get some lovely Parmesan cheese and grate that onto the top.
your contraption. Is it significant that you should actually really keep an eye on the risotto? Like, we're doing it quick for today, but you shouldn't leave it, should you? You should keep an eye on it.
If you leave it, it will dry out, and then it's really hard to get back to the consistency that you want it again. So really important that you just keep an eye on it as that stock is absorbed up into the rice, and make sure it doesn't dry out.
It needs a lot of love.
A lot of love. Just you've got to have a bit of time and perhaps a glass of good wine.
Sounds exactly. Well, speaking of that, we need to catch up with Hayden now.
Yeah.
And today is, we know, we're matching it with the
Viognier.
Yum. Well, it's a real true amalgamation of French and Italian with a beautiful wine and a wonderful risotto. Let's get into the wine as well. A beautiful dish again, Nicola, and a great one for the family.
Yes, so we've got the mushroom bean and pancetta risotto, so can't wait to try the flavours with the wine.
Well, that's it. And speaking of the wine, we started off talking about the Method Champagne wine earlier on. Yes. What's so special about this wine in particular?
Viognier. So this is a variety that's not well known in this region. In fact, I think it's the only vineyard. So we rescued it from the vineyard in 2016, and yeah, it's just turned out to be a fantastic wine. So
it's very fragrant, even from here.
Yeah,
you can
that apricot, canned apricot sort of smell that comes from Viognier, which is quite typical.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's have a try if it's okay.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's go.
Yum. Love the crunch, Nicola. It's great if you've got a bit of crunch still left with the beans, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice just having them just a wee bit firm.
There we are.
Thank you.
Yum.
And that richness of that wine really goes well with the creaminess.
And why does it work so well then with the risotto?
I just think the richness of this wine works in with the creaminess, and it has that sort of drive that can hold up to pancetta. You know, it's quite a bold, strong wine, so you need bold flavours to go with it.
Enjoy. Well, it's a bold recipe, and we can find it online at Crater Rim.
Yes, www.thecraterrim.co.nz.
Too easy.
Yeah.
It's another great day here at Crater Rim.